Of course. Here's a really important question. Nate asked, how do you consider the food at Colby?
I love this question. I love this question so much. Colby has 3 dining halls. And to be perfectly honest, the number of dining halls was a super important reason why I chose Colby, because I needed more than 1 dining hall. Each dining hall on campus has a different food culture. Bob's is a more bistro style cuisine. Dana's your soul foods, pizza, pasta bar, hamburgers. And Foss is more geared towards vegan and vegetarian cuisine. It was good when I was there. It is better now than when I was there. There's a set of menus online and it changes for every meal so that you can see what is available at each dining hall so that you'll kind of what's there. I can't live without the Foss date bars. It's a dessert. They're like crunchy on the bottom and gluey on the top, and they're just so sweet. So I always try to make sure at least once a year I get one, but that's a food item I can't live without on campus. One of our interns during Thanksgiving did the Thanksgiving dinners at each of the dining halls. You have unlimited meal swipes on campus, so you can do that. You can go from dining hall to dining hall if you want to, like he did. He said Bob's, he liked the dinner at Bob's, he liked the dessert at Foss, and he liked, I think, the drinks at Dana best. But I'll have
to. He was able to try everything at each place.
He did that.
Not bad.
And I love that because it really does speak to the spirit of the Colby student, which is try anything because it's food and it's there and you have the swipes to do it. But we also recognize that some students have some dietary restrictions. And so there are little notices on each card that lets you know what you're eating, whether it's gluten-free, whether it's vegan, whether it's vegetarian, whether it's halal. And Colby will also cater to special events for students who need, during like religious observances, who have specific dietary restrictions as well. So speak to the head of dining and we are able to make accommodations for you for whatever your dining needs are.
I know these like the elite Maine liberal arts schools are really pretty famous for their food. I think Colby's got to be one of the absolute best dining services in the country.
I think so, but I also attended it and I now work there.
To say that it is.
Not lying.
I am impartial though. Jay Garcia asked, how does housing selection work? Is it random every year? By the way, no one asked this, but I'm going to throw it in anyway because everyone is always wondering, what's the deal with having a car on campus? Can freshmen do it? Do a lot of people have cars?
Yeah, so to the cars on campus, students are allowed to have cars on campus. First years have historically been allowed to have cars on campus, but I'm not sure where our policy is on that. It's in the process of adjusting. So we'll see where that lands within the next year or so. But right now, all students were allowed to have cars on campus.
The other question.
Housing, right?
Yeah.
Cool. When you are a first year, you are paired with another first year in either a double or a triple. It's based on a survey that you fill out your summer. Do not reinvent yourself on whatever survey you are given at whatever school. Wait till you get to school to do that. Be honest on that survey. Colby does a really good job of pairing you with a fellow student. They don't aim to give you your best friend, just a comfortable living experience, an amicable living experience with a roommate. When you become a sophomore, you are entered into a housing lottery where you are given a number. It's based on seniority. And then you can room with whoever you'd like to room with. You don't have to stay with other sophomores. You can live with seniors, juniors, or sophomores. In suites, there are single opportunities, doubles, triples, quads. When you become a senior, you have the option of living in the senior apartments. When you are a junior or a senior, you have the option of living on the downtown apartments, which are also apartment style living. They have individual kitchens, so you cook your own food, but you do have a limited number of meal swipes so that you can still go to the dining halls and celebrate with your friends if you wanted to. That's a little bit about housing on campus. It's a virtual selection process. They've switched over to a virtual platform for housing draw. Yeah.
You mentioned bringing cars to campus, but what about bringing pets to campus?
Yes, this is a good one. You are not allowed to have a pet on campus that cannot live underwater, or that you have to have a pet on, you are allowed a pet on campus, but it has to be able to live underwater.
Got it. I had a fish when I was a freshman.
Fish are allowed. Fish are great. We love fish.